Live view of your broadcast has been shared. And and oh,
Haha.
looks like we are live. Fantastic. Fantastic.
There you go.
So
Welcome back. Sorry about that, guys. Just, making sure should be able to hear everything. It should be all good now.
oh, and I'm here myself. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. All right. So I think if we just want to get back to where we were at before,
Yeah.
Chris, this is another one of the challenge modes in
Yep.
Minesweeper. This is detonation, looks like.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit. What's the goal here?
Detonation basically is a kind of mode where you have to find all the mines. So rather than clicking on the clear tiles, you're supposed to click on where the mines are.
Hmm.
And yeah. So here, initially, we have to do some guessing. So I'm going to make a guess. It may come out wrong. It'll be okay, though. So this 4 looks promising. There's 6 tiles, really, so 4 of which should be good. Okay. So we'll see. Okay. So you just click on where you see the mines, where the
Right.
mines are.
Okay, yeah. So this one is kind of opposite of what the standard Minesweeper is. The goal is to click the mines and not to avoid the mines. Yep. And what I like about this mode, I mean, it's always fun when you can click on some mines and you see all of the mines around the squares around it clear out real quick. That's one thing that I like about it. The other thing is, uh, especially in these challenge modes, this is one of them. You do have room for error. It's not like a traditional old Minesweeper game where as soon as you click on a bad tile, the game's over and you have to start again. But you do have some room for error. You have extra lives or extra moves in this case. You have 44 moves to find the 40 mines. So there's a little bit of wiggle room there. I know that's one thing that a lot of people have complained about in the past is that there's anytime you get into a kind of a guessing situation, it can be bad. But we've taken some of that out here in this mode.
So here I have to guess as well. So
Hmm.
in particular, I'm probably going to start with the 3. So of these 3, only one is going to be a mine because of this 1. So that means that 2. So it could be 0 or 1 of these 3, and then so it'll be like 2 or 3 of these 3. So I'm going to start clicking these and hope they actually are mines.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. This is the required guess. Oh, guess right.
And again, kind of because of the way that they built the game here, this mode, it's not the end of the world when you have to guess.
That's right.
So there's
So
a lot of improvements here in this version of the game, I think.
yeah, so another mode is treasure hunt. Basically, in treasure hunt, there is a square that is essentially an 8, and you have to find it.
Hmm.
So usually, I try and make lucky guesses. Like if I see like a row of 3 like that, sometimes on the other side is actually, yeah. So that's how I get those sort of 2 second wins in the game. If I'm lucky, then that's what I get.
Yep.
Um, okay. Oh, that was a wrong guess. That's the right guess. So that's the other thing. So when I click a wrong one, usually if I click an adjacent one that's usually right, I have a pretty good intuition about where the 8 square is.
Hmm.
Yeah. Let's pick another day. That's actually interesting. Oh, expert level flags. Let's do that.
This is what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting to see Chris do an expert challenge.
Okay, sure. I'd love to do it. Okay, so okay, okay, that was easy. Okay.
Oh, yes. Oh, sorry about that. I was watching Chris. So, in the flags challenge, basically, it will give you a number of flags, basically, where you're showing where mines are. And
That's right.
you have to place those within a particular, however many flags that they tell you that you have to place. And if you don't, then you lose the challenge.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get a single one of them wrong. That's the tricky bit. You have to get them all correct. So it takes some sort of skill to do that.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And the other tricky thing here is that you can't do anything but place flags.
Yeah.
You can't clear squares to make it easier to see where the mines are.
Exactly. Okay, so I got that one. So for that one, I actually have to do a lot of calculation of where the which squares are which. I'll replay the challenge and explain how it goes.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. Okay, so let's redo it. Okay. So usually the way, okay, so this is obviously mine because of the 2. And usually there's a pattern here, which is that if it's a 4 and a 1 like this, it means that these 3 must all be mines because only one of these 2 is a mine.
Right.
So here, this must be a mine because 1 here, 2, 3. So it's all about working out which ones can and can't be mines based on the numbers that surround the thing. So that's definitely mine, that's definitely mine. So that's definitely not a mine because the 3. So this must be a mine, which means these 2 are not mines because of this 1. And so this must be a mine because of this 1. So that's not a mine. These 2 we've already said are not mines. So 2 of these 3. Wow, this is tricky. Okay, these 3. So this one's easy. There's three right there. So all those 3.
All right, and that's how it's done. JR in our chat is saying that Minesweeper is just pressing random buttons for him, but hopefully with this kind of stuff, these explanations we'll get them straightened out.
Yeah,
That
it's definitely not just random pressing buttons. So this one, for example, these 2 must be mines. These 2 must be mines because this one here, this is just 1. So and the 3 is next to 1, so 2, 3. So that covers that. This 4 is already all accounted for. So that's clear and that's clear. And actually that's clear and that's clear as well because of the 2 and the 2. So these 3 are all clear. And because of that 2, so that must be a mine. And in fact, because of the 4, these 2 must also be mines. And that is a mine because of the 3. That's a mine because of the 3. That's a mine because of the 2. One of these 2 is a mine. This must be a mine. Oh, these 2 must be mines because of the 4. So that was pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
I often find that quote-unquote expert level challenges are actually pretty straightforward if you actually think about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's generally like the way things go with Minesweeper. It's all about logic, trying to work things out and figure out where the mines are, where they can't be, where they have to be. It's all about the rules.
Yeah. So I'm trying to look for an expert level taps because I like taps challenges. So I can definitely demonstrate one of those if I can find one. Scroll through the dates for it. Maybe I'll find one. Oh, expert treasure hunt. Okay. All right. I'm going to go for a hard level taps. That'll do.
Okay.
So taps is basically a no flagging mode. You can't flag at all. So you have to memorize where the mines are based on how you play. So initially they give you 1 blank square and you can open that out and the rest of it you're on your own. So here we're dealing with what's called a 1-2 pattern. With a 1-2 pattern, on the far side of the 2, this is always a mine, and the far side of the 1 is always clear. So we know that this is a mine, one of these 2 is mine, and then, yeah. Here, these 2 must be mines because of the 2, so that means for this 2, these 2 must be clear. So now we know that this is a mine, this must be clear because of the 1, And okay, so another trick I use is here. So here, these two are mines. Therefore, these 3 squares must all be clear because these 2 are already mines and it's counted by this 2. So these 3 are all clear. These 3 are also all clear. Okay. So this one's straightforward. That's a mine. So these 2 are clear. These 2 are mines. So that's clear. That's clear. That's clear. These 2 must be mines. So that's clear. So with this one, because we know this is a mine, and because this is 2, that means that one of these 2 is a mine. So this one is clear. This is a classic pattern called a 1-2-1. When you see a 1-2-1, that means that the square next to the 2 is clear, and the squares next to the 1 are mines.
And for those of you following along at home, I think there's actually an achievement for getting that 1-2-1 pattern a certain number of times within a certain time frame. So, yeah, this is an Xbox game, Xbox enabled. It's on the Windows Store for Windows 8. It's free to download. So go in there. Lots of achievement points to be had. Lots of different game modes that we've been showing here. Some classic Minesweeper as well.
Okay, so the other thing I've highlighted here is called a 1-2-2-1 pattern. So unlike the 1-2-1 pattern where the square next to the 2 is clear, in a 1-2-2-1 pattern, there's 2 squares next to the 2 are mines and the other squares are clear. So in this case, these two are mines and this one is clear and that one is clear. So yeah, so types is really straightforward. Just just play normally, except you can't flag mines.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, like we mentioned before, flags you can't tap, taps you can't flag. So it's basically the main game kind of split into two parts there for the different challenges.
Yep. Okay. What do you want to watch next? What do you want me to play next?
Let's see. Helen just had a question about cording. Can you tell us a little bit about what cording is?
Okay, sure. So let's go to a normal board, and I usually do medium size because it's big enough for people to see. And so basically cording. So for example, with this one here, we know that this is a mine. Actually, because of the 1-2-1, we know that's a mine as well. So with cording, you press left and right at the same time. So here, because of the 1, and you've already flagged 1 mine, that means that these 2 must be clear. So if you chord over that 1, it will clear around it. So ditto, if we here the 2, these 2 must be mines because of the 2. So you can press chord on this 2 here, and it will clear around that 2, and it will clear around that 2 again. So it's just a way to open up a bunch of mines really quickly. Not mines, open up a bunch of clear squares really quickly even.
Right. So in order to chord, you have to have the requisite number of flags already placed.
Yes, correct.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and that comes in really handy, I think, if you're going for those speed records for the time challenges.
Absolutely. Yeah. Although there's actually a separate high score for no flags play as well for people who like it. So so if we pause this for a minute and go to the statistics, if I can find it. So here there's a best time and a best no flags time, and each of these has a best time and best no flags time. And so for people who like to play with no flags, you do get some recognition for solving those at high speed as well.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Okay. This is going to require some guessing. Okay, so here it says we got 2 mines left, and there's all these squares. So the thing is that one of these must be a mine. One of these must be a mine. So therefore, because of that, one of these must be a mine, and One of these must be a mine. 1, 2, 3. One of these must be a mine. So that tells me that actually this must be a mine. Yes. So when you can do the counting of how many mines are left, you can often avoid having to guess.
Mm-hmm. All right. So Chris, since we didn't have the sound earlier, I think it might be helpful if we take just a couple of minutes here and introduce yourself again.
Okay, sure. I'm Chris, just the young. I'm a programmer. I love playing Minesweeper. My sister introduced it to me when I was a teenager, and yeah, I've been playing it a lot since. I'm not professional level because in order to be professional level Minesweeper player, you have to um, do small, medium, and large all 99 seconds added up. So, but like if you take your small score, medium score, and big score, they have to add up to 99 seconds or less. And for me, it takes me about 3 minutes to play the big board. So I'm not at that professional level speed yet.
Okay. Okay. But you've been playing obviously for a long time.
Yeah,
You're one of our big fans on the Facebook page. I know you love to talk about Minesweeper, so we're glad to have you here.
yeah, sure. So, is there anything else you'd like me to sort of talk to our viewers about?
I don't know what Helen's going for here. Um, we've been seeing some. Do you have any other tips or strategies that you want to show off? We talked about the 1-2-1, the 1-2-2-1 courting. Um, anybody that wants to,
I mean, we can ask the viewers to see if they have any questions as well. That
sure,
always works.
sure. Uh, I haven't seen anything come up in the chat so far, any questions from the viewers, but you guys that are watching, feel free to type your questions here. We will do what we can to get you answered. Uh, maybe if you want to just jump in and do maybe
Yeah,
another expert large board
yeah, sure,
or
absolutely. So the expert ones are fun, but they can be frustrating because oftentimes guessing is required. So and it's actually quite easy to guess wrong. So
Mhm.
it's just the way it goes, really. And the other thing is, I often play too fast for my own good. I always have a saying telling people, the faster you go, the bigger the mess. And if you play
Right.
way too fast, you can actually blow yourself up pretty easily if you're not careful.
A lot of cording going on there, it looks like.
Yep, a lot. I actually once did play the expert board on no flags mode, and it took me about 5.5 minutes, which is not too bad, but still, definitely play a lot faster with cording
Hmm.
with flags.
Yeah, it's a good way to quickly clear out a bunch of squares.
Yep.
Hmm. Yeah, we do upload all of our videos to our YouTube channel after the stream. So if you want to go back and review some of these strategies, look over the boards that Chris has done here, try and figure out why he went where. You can go back to the YouTube channel and watch those again.
Presumably, all the mishaps we've been experiencing will also get on the record as well. Uh,
Yeah, I don't know if you heard that, Chris, but Helen wants to know what other of the Microsoft casual games you play.
well, actually, I play some Treasure Hunt. I've been trying to get into Jigsaw and stuff like that. Haven't gotten very far yet. So, yeah, I like them.
Hmm. And Treasure Hunt is essentially a mode that came out of Minesweeper.
Yeah,
You're using your Minesweeper skills to navigate through a dungeon, looking for treasure, racking up gold coins and score deeper and deeper into the dungeon. So it's a lot of fun
And killing monsters.
and killing monsters. Yeah, dynamite on
Y-
the rocks.
Dynamite everything.
Yeah,
Dynamite all the things. That's right.
all the things.
Huh. Okay, this requires guessing as well. So there's no avoiding it, so we're just going to guess. Here we go. That's better. I work really hard to avoid guessing whenever I can, but
Mhm.
sometimes it is just unavoidable.
Yeah, I tend to do that well. You just kind of work around the board until you've run
Yeah,
out of moves. If you come into a guessing spot, jump over to somewhere else that you can work from.
yeah. This is another guessing required situation as well. So I'm just going to try and guess from this side. Okay, okay. Can we guess this one? Nope. Sorry. Okay, so that's one of the frustrations of playing the big board is that a lot of games are wasted because of wrong guesses. But when I get a board that where I get lucky or where I don't have to guess at all, it's actually very satisfying.
Yep. And Helen just threw in some links there into the chat if you want to go check out Treasure Hunt or Minesweeper. Both of those are available again on the Windows Store. They're free.
I can't seem to hear Helen at all.
Oh, Chris says he can't hear you at all.
Yeah,
It's
people
because we're using
listening
the
can't either. It's 'cause it's going through that
we're
mic.
using the headset mic.
Yeah.
Let me thin this out a little bit and see if we can't pick that up a
There
little
we
better.
go.
Much better.
There you go. I just have to be louder. Clearly, that's what it is. There we go.
It's because we switched to a different mic when we changed the setup from the beginning. So
That's cool. But hopefully, if you guys do another similar thing next month, whoever's on will have much less trouble.
yeah, we are planning to do this about once a month going forward. So
Yeah, it'd be good to showcase some of the other players.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and anybody who wants to join, show off their skills or their talents on the stream, feel free to let us know. We'll be posting up some signups on the Facebook page.
Which are lots of us right now. And we're not just streaming Minesweeper. I mean, we're streaming all the categories. So
Right.
anyone who's interested in streaming any of the skills.
I think I'm stuck in another frustrating guessing required situation again.
Let's see here.
Someone's got it.
Almost. I'm looking to see if I can see anything. I'm sure you've got better eyes than I do, though, Chris.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, I don't have any fancy ways to avoid guessing at this stage, so I'm just gonna have to click around and see what I get. Oh wow, that worked. Score 1 for intuition.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You just gotta take that gamble.
Yeah, so true. Yay! So,
All right.
yeah, given all that vexing around I had to do, a minute over my best record is not too bad.
That is not too bad at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, is that Arshawn in the chat?
Yes, it is. And Kevin was in the chat earlier as well. So two of the designers for Microsoft Minesweeper actually are in the chat.
Yay!
So they've been watching you. No pressure. No pressure.
It's all good. Cool. So, what now?
Let's see. We've got just a couple minutes left, right? We're out at
We
4.
have just a couple of minutes left. So what is your favorite daily challenge mode that you're in?
Probably I would say taps, followed by flags. Flags and taps are not too bad, but taps definitely my favorite because I like playing no flags mode.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Did we see one of the treasure hunt challenges? Have we done that yet?
Yeah, we have.
Okay. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else that we might want to
one,
cover.
One dude says on the chat to say do easy. Well, sure, I'll do easy. That's quick enough. Okay.
Just going to speed through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll play it no flags just for a laugh. That's always fun. So
No flags. Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
Yep. So that's no flags. That's 12 seconds. It's not too bad.
12 seconds. Nice job.
So I mean, for a no flags, I mean my best record for no flags is 10 seconds, but still, yeah.
12 seconds for easy. Okay, well now do medium. Let's see how quick you can do medium.
Yeah, sure, we can do that.
And the cool thing about this version of Minesweeper is too that you can actually create custom boards.
Yes, that's
pretty
true.
awesome.
You can do what?
You can create the custom boards.
Yeah. So here, because I'm playing no flags, you can't chord or do anything like that. You just have to play it as is, and have good memory.
Just kind of take your time and work through it.
Yep.
That was a challenge to one of the designers. I said, no flags. The gauntlet has been thrown down.
Yeah, so maybe next time we'll try and get them in here to play with us. And
Nice.
I speaking of the custom challenges, I did ask on our Facebook page a while back, what's your proudest accomplishment in Facebook? And we had somebody made a giant board and put in 3 mines and solved that real quick.
Oh, nice.
So you can do fun stuff like that. I mean, it's good for laughs.
It is.
He just said he's not worthy. He can't do it without that.
Okay, 1 minute 26. So, yeah.
That's
Nice.
what the guys working on treasure hunt and the live stream that we had at the comics.
That's true. That's true. I'm gonna see what's the fastest level, what's the highest level you can get to in this last little bit of time in treasure hunt.
Okay, well,
I'm loading that up.
treasure hunt. So, yeah, we could do that. So let's go and do that. Treasure hunt. Oh, I don't have it on this. I've got adventure mode. It's not quite treasure
Yeah,
hunt.
we can
but
do
it's
that.
close. Yeah.
It's essentially the same thing.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
Same concept.
It's not as fleshed
Same-
out.
right.
It's not as fleshed out as Microsoft Treasure.
Same concept. It did get some upgrades moving into its own game there.
Quite a few, like the Greedy Mummy Shop, which
Mhm.
is amazing. I love the Greedy Mummy Shop music so much. I want to make it my ringtone on my phone.
Level 49.
Wow! Oh my gosh! Look at that amount of gold.
Yeah.
99 million gold.
Yeah,
That is impressive.
I've played the game for a while, so I just like to
Now I see why he wanted to do adventure mode so he could show us.
That's an interesting strategy. Using a marker to mark the mines.
Yeah, I was just reading that in the chat. It says he used to get a marker and mark on the screen where the mines were, thinking they would be the same place every time.
I don't. What Marco?
Yeah, he says he would mark on the screen with the marker where he thought the mines were, thinking that they were at the same place every time. It doesn't quite work that way.
No. No, it's all randomly generated.
Yeah. It's one of those things, you learn as you go.
Are you waiting for a green clover before you pick up all of those?
Yes.
That's what I thought. That's what I've been doing on treasure hunts, and
Yep.
my gold has just gone up so much higher since that.
Oh yeah. Well, that's just the way it's got to be.
Yep. Going for that green clover.
This requires a guess. I hate guessing, so usually I punt on those.
For those of you who don't know about the green clover, it gives you double when you pick up gold and gems. It gives you double the amount. And in Microsoft Treasure Hunt, there's actually a bonus room. And so there may not be a green clover in the level, but there's a bonus room, and you go through the bonus room, it will automatically give you a green clover to finish the rest of the level. So I always look for the green clover or the bonus room. Once I've got that, I clear the rest of the room.
Question for Chris: do you play any non-casual games?
Do I play any non-casual games? Well, I play. Okay, these days I play a lot of Diablo 3. I used to play Torchlight a lot. I don't know if those count as casual or not.
Well, they're definitely not part of the Microsoft Casual Suite.
Right. So. Ooh.
JR just gave him his seal of approval.
Mm-hmm.
What seal of approval? What?
JR says, this guy's good in my book.
No.
He says, say you play Diablo or Quake, and that's it, friend for life. JR is now your friend for life.
No.
I'm so amazed by the 99. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's
And he's got 4 hearts, 4 shields.
and
I try not to squander those things. I really try very hard not to squander those things. And I hoard up my dynamites like crazy because next level is treasure level. Say what? I'm just going to pick up all the treasures here and then just go to level 50, which is the treasure level, and play that because that's tons of fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think we'll probably wind up after that. Huh?
Yeah.
We're coming to the end of our hour.
Yep. Sounds good. Okay. All right. Okay. So every 5 levels is a treasure level, and the thing with treasure levels is that there's plenty of like treasure chests that's hidden behind like a wall of traps or actual stone walls.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why you hoard up dynamite so you can actually get at them. So here you can get these 2 with 1 dynamite. You can get these 2 with 1 dynamite. So 2 dynamite gets you those 4. 1 dynamite will get you these 4, etc., etc., etc. But as usual, as Helen correctly pointed out, I will try to hunt out for the clover first. So just the way I play. I have to grab that to open up the number so I can see what's what. Oh, that's tough.
Yeah,
This
that
actually
is,
requires guessing.
that is a tough start.
It is. So I've only got one map, so I really, really try to avoid having to do anything with it. So, hmm, not sure where to go. But anyway, so I see that like you say, the hour's up, but there's certainly I live for the treasure levels anyway in adventure mode.
All right.
So, any last questions from viewers?
Have any more questions before we go? Oh, Sean says sometimes you just got to risk a heart and take a guess.
Yes, the problem is right now I've got 4 shields, and the shields are the ones that get depleted
Oh, right,
first,
right,
not
right.
the hearts. So, that makes it a more risky proposition.
More, yeah, exactly.
So, any last requests?
I think that's it. Well, thank you so much, Chris.
Thank you.
Yeah, my
Yes.
pleasure. My pleasure.
And yeah, and we talk all the time, so I know I'll see you on the Facebook page since you're one
Yep.
of our super fans, one of our amazing community leaders, honestly. So
Thanks.
definitely want to thank you for all your support, and thank all you all for tuning in. And of course, Casual Friday will be back. Of course, next Friday, of course, always at 3 p.m. Pacific. And we will also be back streaming Monday morning with Minecraft Mondays at 10 a.m. Pacific. So thank you guys so much, and you have a wonderful weekend. Thanks again, Chris.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.